What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with my Week 2 NFL predictions. I'm trying to get this video out a little bit early as a hurricane is heading my way, and there is a good chance that I lose electricity for a little while. So I'm going to go ahead and put this video out today, and we'll just kind of see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't hit as hard as it looks like it might. I know last I saw it's actually heading a little bit away from me, but I'm very, very worried about my friends in Wilmington. You guys know Wilmington is where my heart is, so if you guys could keep them in your prayers, I'd greatly appreciate it, because that is going to land right on them, man, and I'm definitely worried. But on to the predictions this week. Before we jump into that, let's go ahead and do a recap and see how I did in week number 1. I had the Falcons over the Eagles, and while the Falcons had many opportunities to get that win, they were unable to defeat the defending Super Bowl champs. So 0-1 on the predictions for me. I did have the Ravens over the Bills, 1-1. By the way, obviously these scores are not my own. These are just randomly generated scores. The winners are the only thing I predicted. But 1-1 in a blowout for the Ravens there. 2-1 as the Jags did take down the New York Giants. 2-2. Did not see this one coming. Ryan Fitzmagic making some plays. And the Saints defense not looking very good. So 2-2 for me. Next up, 3-2. The Patriots did end up beating the Texans. And then 4-2, Vikings took down the 49ers. Again, 49ers had a few opportunities, but they were unable to make it happen. The Titans lost to the Dolphins, so that would make me 4-3. This one I did have right, Bengals over the Colts, so 5-3. I picked the Browns, and the Browns, another team that had so many opportunities to win, they were unable to pull through. 5-4 as the Steelers. Well, this was a tie, I guess. But I'm still going to say 5-4. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to predict a tie correctly, right? I'm never going to predict a tie, so whenever that happens, it's not going to work. Maybe I should get like a half a point. I don't know. I'll count it as a loss, though. We'll say I'm 5-4 on predictions. 5-5. The Chiefs looked great with Mahomes, man. Let's see. Next game, I had the Seahawks. They ended up losing. So 5-6. This is not going well, guys. I did have the Panthers winning 6-6. I did have the Redskins winning 7-6. I did take the Bears to win, and for a good portion of the game, it looked like I was going to be right, and then Aaron Rodgers happened. 7-7 for me. I had the Lions winning. That clearly did not happen. 7-8, and then I had the Rams winning. So 8-8 for me week 1. Not a very good start to my prediction series. There were a lot of upsets that happened this week. Hopefully I can do better in week 2. So let's go ahead and look over here. And the Thursday night matchup, Ravens and Bengals. Bengals are at home for this one, but I think I'm going to go Ravens here. Flacco and his new wide receivers were looking very good together. The Ravens have a solid defense, so I think I'm going to go ahead and pick the Ravens on the road in this one. Panthers and Falcons. This is an interesting one because the Falcons, they did not look good in week 1. Matt Ryan, like I said, it's probably the worst game I have ever seen Matt Ryan play. But they're going to be at home here. I think he is going to rebound. I'm going to go ahead and take the Falcons on or at home there against the Panthers. Colts and Redskins, going to go with the Redskins. I think they could do pretty solid this season, actually. Like, they have really grown on me as a team. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs or anything, but I think they're pretty solid. I'm going to go the Redskins here. Texans and Titans. This is an interesting one because, I don't know, man. Mariota didn't look very good. Obviously, weather playing a factor. That could definitely explain it. The Titans are going to be at home, but I think I'm going to go with the Texans on the road here. I wouldn't be shocked if the Titans were able to win this one, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the Texans. Eagles and the Bucks. As much as I like Fitzmagic, and I would really like to see him do well, I'm going to go ahead and take the Eagles on the road here. But, you know, if Fitzmagic is carving up another defense, man, who knows? They might have a shot, but the Eagles obviously have a great defense, so I'm going to play it safe and go with the Eagles there. Chiefs and Steelers. This is going to be interesting. The Steelers obviously did not play well week 1. Roethlisberger struggled greatly, and they still were able to tie the game. James Conner looked very, very good. I'm going to go ahead and take the Steelers at home. I don't expect Roethlisberger to drop a egg like that again. And I don't know that I expect Mahomes to ball out in Pittsburgh. So we'll see. I could be proven wrong. Mahomes killed it week 1. And if that's just who he is, man, the Chiefs are going to be tough to stop. But I think Mahomes is still going to have a few rookie moments throughout the season. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Steelers here. Dolphins and Jets. I'm going to go with the Jets, man. Jets surprised me. They really did. And they surprised me all of last year, too. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Jets in this one. Dolphins obviously got that week 1 win as well. Jets are going to be at home, though. And we'll see if they can continue that momentum. Much like Mahomes, I kind of expect Darnold to struggle at times throughout the season. But the Dolphins don't really have a great defense. Not one that impresses me a whole lot. They do have a few players there, but I'm going to go with the Jets. Chargers and Bills. Gonna go with the Chargers on the road. I feel like after week 1, this is probably pretty self-explanatory. Josh Allen's going to be getting the start for the Bills, though. I don't know that I think that's a great decision for the Bills. We'll see, man. We'll see. I think he's very raw, though. I think he's going to take time to develop, and I don't really think he has many opportunities to succeed with that team. They don't have a good offensive line. And they don't really have any true good receivers. They have a few guys that might be able to develop into that, but there's giant question marks with them. So I don't know if I agree with the decision to start Allen here, but I'm going to go with the Chargers. Play it safe, obviously. Vikings and the Packers. I'm going to take the Vikings on the road. Packers are at home, but Aaron Rodgers is a little banged up. Going up against the Vikings defense is no easy task. So I think the Vikings are going to take this one, but who knows? You never know with Aaron Rodgers. He can just go off and get you a victory. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Packers win, but I mean, we don't even know if he's playing right now. And if Kaiser's playing, they're definitely not winning. I would be shocked if they did. So I'm going to go Vikings. Browns and Saints. I think the Saints are going to rebound here. I think their defense is going to look better. They're going to be at home. So, I don't know if they were at home the first game. I forget, but I'm going to go with the Saints. Browns put up a fight against Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh turned the ball over a ton, and it was still a tie game. And obviously, there were things the Browns, you know, could have done better as well. I'm not saying they can't clean up any mistakes. Of course they can, but I don't know. I'm going to go with the Saints here. I'm not betting against Drew Brees. 49ers and Lions. This is going to be a tough one for me because after watching the Lions in week 1, I want to be like, well, of course the 49ers are going to win. But we don't really know if Marquise Goodwin is going to play yet. Jerick McKinnon being out, that's two of the two best playmakers for Jimmy Garoppolo. And what I'm really expecting is Matthew Stafford to come out and have a good game. We know the quarterback we saw in week 1 is not Matthew Stafford. And I think they're definitely going to be playing with a chip on their shoulder to prove that week 1 was a fluke. However, the 49ers are at home here. The Lions are on a short week. This one is tough, dude. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go with the 49ers. I don't know. I don't feel super confident with this one, though, man. I know I should. I watched the Lions. I know they struggled, but again, I don't expect to see that same Lions team. However, my hope is that Kyle Shanahan can scheme some guys open against a Lions defense that doesn't greatly impress me. I don't think we're going to see as many mistakes from the Lions offense, but 49ers defense looked really good against the Vikings. I'm hoping they can do the same against the Lions. Cardinals and Rams, going to go with the Rams at home here in that division game. Patriots and Jags. This is going to be an interesting game. Jags would obviously like to get revenge. They are at home here. Betting against Tom Brady is just not a good thing to do, but sometimes the Patriots lose early games, and it never really affects them long term. I'm going to go with the Jags here. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. Probably going to regret this one. The Patriots should win, but they lose a game that they should win every once in a while. I'm going to go with the Jags. Raiders and Broncos. This one is a bit tougher. Neither quarterback really looked all that great week 1, but obviously Case Keenum was throwing for some more touchdowns. And because the Broncos are at home, I'm going to go Broncos here. Yeah, I'm going to go Broncos. They're at home. Giants and Cowboys. This should be an interesting game. I'm going to go with the Giants on the road, though. I really am. I think the Giants have more talent, and that's really what it comes down to. Cowboys have a lot of talent as well, you know, among that offensive line anyway. Obviously, Zeke. But I think the Giants just have a ton of playmakers, and I don't think I trust the Cowboys defense to really get a whole lot of stops there. So, going to pick the Giants, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Cowboys won that one. Seahawks and Bears. And, man, Mitchell Trubisky started the game looking great, but he really did not look great in the second half, especially the fourth quarter on those final few drives, man. It was quite absurd. Let's see. This is another tough one, though. Seahawks, I don't have a ton of faith in. I'm going to go with the Seahawks, though. Russell Wilson is going to be able to make some plays. Well, that offensive line's bad, dude. And the Bears' defensive line is pretty great. Ooh, this is tough. I'm going to pick the Bears. I'm flipping the script. We're going Bears. So these are my predictions for week number 2, 8-8 in week 1. Hopefully, that is not a sign of things to come, and I can right this ship before it gets out of hand. We got to have a better prediction percentage than that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream a whole lot in the upcoming days. I'll probably be able to. I'm definitely streaming tonight. I'm going to go live in a little bit, actually. Not right as this video is posted, but probably shortly after I'll be streaming. I might try to stream tomorrow before the storm gets here. After that, I have no idea what's going to happen. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the stream tonight, and I hope you guys have a great week. Later.